I make lots of mistakes, and I think the minute you stop making mistakes is the time you stop growing. I learned many, many lessons, and I would say one of the most important lessons I learned was simply to treat others as you'd like to be treated. And I think if you apply that philosophy, whether it be to your partner in the Absa Cape Epic or your staff in the store, I think that you get the best out of people. And it's such a simple philosophy, and if often you can just put yourself in the other person's shoes for a second, then you see things completely differently. The one aspect that you can't always measure that I think has an overwhelming significance in success is mental tenacity. How mentally tough you are. How can you get up every morning at 3:30 and go training before school or work and do that year on, year out? And if you haven't got that mental tenacity, I think it's very difficult to succeed in a difficult sport like cycling. For me, the best race, probably the toughest race, because I think the reward afterwards is always the best. And that would have to be one of the Absa Cape Epics that I won with a guy called Heinz Zorweg, who's an Austrian. I met him via the internet. I knew he's a world-class rider. We got together. We spoke on WhatsApp. I met him a day before the race, only to find out that he doesn't speak a word of English and I don't speak German. So we learned two words. Schnell means we got to go faster, and langsam meant we got to go slower. So you don't always have to be able to communicate in the kind of conventional sense of the word. We just developed this bond, and it was wonderful to ride with a top international, and obviously winning made it a little sweeter. The Absa Cape Epic's really the Tour de France of mountain biking, and I can't think of one other sport where you stand on the same start line on the same day with the best in the world, and it offers that. And for me, as a racer, A-type driven personality, that's really important, because I want to measure myself against Nino Schurter, the world champ, or Christoph Sauser. Now, in golf, yeah, you could probably play the golf course, but the day after. You can't say, okay, Tiger, hit your best shot, now it's my turn. You know, Formula One, there's no sport where you can do that, but in the Absa Cape Epic you can do that, and that's really important. If I can help somebody who wants to do the Cape Epic and they achieve their goal and do well, that's kind of, for me, is like really rewarding. I think the number one driver to becoming a competitive cyclist is to enjoy and be passionate about your bicycle. I think that too often I see kids with parents living their dreams through their kids, and the parent is passionate and driven and motivated and buying the most expensive stuff, and it's not the kid's passion. And I think that if you have a passion and you genuinely enjoy the bike as a way of life, never mind a sport, then it's easy to become really good at it. Then it's about being tenacious, working hard, attention to detail, continuously trying to improve. And I think, like most things in life, if you work at it hard enough for long enough, there is success. And success might be a pro cyclist who wins the Tour de France, or it might be to merely do your first 100K race. There's no big, huge gains to be made. It's not like I've got a new nutritional product and if you take this, you'll improve by 10%. There's no way. But there are many, many small gains to be made, whether that's in your training, your nutrition, your equipment, what you're wearing on the bike, a more aerodynamic helmet, special fabric now. And if you put all those tiny little gains, and many of them aren't even 1%, but if you get enough of them together, it results in a significant gain. If you work hard enough for long enough and you pay attention to the detail, you get better. And if every day you're a little bit better than you were the previous day, you're moving forward. If you really believe in something and you've got a good gut feeling, I say you've got to go for it. And as long as you put your heart and soul into it, you consistently work at it, you pay attention to the detail, your chances of success are really, really good.